Hey ladies, today I wanted to do a smoky eye, but this time I'm going to be using golds and bronze and black. And I just wanted to kind of preface this with the fact that there is a giveaway going on at the blog right now where you can win a palette. It's right here. It's the Too Faced Smoky palette. It has amazing colors in it, great brow bone colors, endless combinations for colors. But go to the blog, classycosmetics.blogspot.com. Just enter to win, and this could be yours. It's amazing. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to be using some Vitazing from Origins all over my face. It's going to give me great hydration, but it's also going to even out some of my skin tone issues. I'll be using Urban Decay Primer Potion. The texture and consistency might feel a little bit creamy and greasy, but this really is one of the best products that you can use, especially if you have oily skin, oily lids. This is an amazing product. What I'm going to start out with is a MAC paint stick, and this one's in Beijing. It's a very frosty, very shimmery, champagne type color. And I'm going to be rolling this on the inner half of my eye. And down below, around that corner. Now I'm going to be taking Gorgeous Gold, which is, you guessed it, a gorgeous gold. My Maxine's mop, really packing on that color, and push that into the cream that we just put on that inner corner. Now you'll have this super bright gold on the inside right here. With that same Maxine's mop, we're going to take Amber Lights. These are from MAC, by the way. I don't think I said that. And we're going to do the outer half. I think everyone is partial to a specific shape on the outside of their eye, so just make that shape that you like. Mine comes out a little bit and is rounded. Now I'm going to take another Maxine's mop, and I'm going to take Carbon, which is a matte black, and angle it inward in that outer V right there. With the other side of that Maxine's mop, I'm going to take a little bit of Woodwinked, which is just a bronzy eyeshadow from MAC, and take the other side of that Maxine's mop, and I'm just going to pat in between the black and the Amber Lights. With a clean E40 brush from Sigma, I'm just going to swirl that black and blend it just a little bit. Perfect. Now I want to do a color up on top, and I will take a 239 from MAC, and I'm going to be taking Shroom. Now I'm going to take a makeup wipe, and I'm just going to try not to take too much off of right here, but just anything that fell down in the process of me putting all this sparkle all over my face. That way we can start cleaning up our skin. kind of love me this brush. This is the most amazing foundation brush I have ever used. It's the F80 from Sigma, and I have done a tutorial, well, I haven't done a tutorial on it yet, but I have used this one, which is kind of like the 187 from MAC. This is F50 from Sigma, and it's great. It does a flawless application. It's wonderful, but it's for when I want a lighter foundation, and I don't have as much control with this one, especially if I've already done my eyes. I want to opt for something that's going to give me more control. So I'm going to use the F80. It's one of my favorite parts of the transformation because it makes me feel better about my skin. Powdered off a little bit in my T-zone, and now I'm going to take some concealer from my Dermacolor concealer palette and just get some blemishes that I'm not in love with. Okay, now that that's all done, I'm going to continue with my eyes and do underneath. I want to start with the darkest color, which was obviously the black. I'm going to do that on the outside of my eye. If I can find the brush that I used. Ha ha ha! I'm going to do this one a little bit thicker than I normally do. I notice I tend to like it a little bit more too when I do it darker and thicker. Whenever I do a Kim Kardashian look, I tend to do it a little bit thicker on the bottom, and I really end up liking it. Now let's take some of those gold colors. I'm going to use the bronzy one first. Mostly keeping that in the black section, just rubbing it in a little bit. Then I'm going to take our Amber Lights, this one. Over that. And then instead of using the Gorgeous Gold, I'm actually going to use Nylon, which has a yellowy tint to it, very frosty. And I'm going to go right there. And even add a little tiny bit right where my arch is going to be. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and do some black liner. I'm going to take Smolder from MAC and do the inner waterline. And then just smoke some right against your lash line. Try to stay down in that lash line, don't go too high up. My eyes water quite a bit, and so when it comes to the inner tear duct, I like to use something that is waterproof. So I'm going to take my new Sigma brush, which is the E05, it's the liner, and my fluid line from MAC. And I'll continue that line that I started with the eyeliner, making it one complete circle around my eye, just giving it that finishing touch. But knowing that this will have more staying power when my eyes water. I'm going to take a smaller brush and smudge, just a flat shader brush. I'm going to smudge this line a little bit so it looks more perfect. It's nice not to have to be so precise with your line, because later you know you're just going to go in with either a pencil brush if you have a larger lid space, or a brush like this if you have a smaller lid space like me. Alright, let's do one coat of mascara. I've kind of been obsessed with these lashes lately. These are super, super fun, longer and thicker in certain areas. a lot thinner and shorter in others. You can find them at any Sally's Beauty Supply. Go ahead and put those on and we'll be right back. All right, so there are our eyes all finished up. Let's go ahead and work on our lips. I'm going to use a very muted color, and it's called Honey Love, right in the center of my lip, to just kind of matte it out a little bit. I am going to go to my trusty Blonde Venus from NARS, which is right here, and I'm going to use that on the corners and the top. And then to top it off, I'm going to use Nude Flash by Maybelline. This is a great drugstore find. It's extremely reflective. And I am just going for sparkle all the way today. There we go. And then just put a little bit of definition on your cheek. Grab any bronzer that you love, sculpt out underneath that cheekbone, your jawline, down your neck, get into your hair a little bit. To go down the side of my nose. And I'm going to stick with just bronzer today as far as my cheeks are concerned. Then I just want to lightly go around my eyes. I always go to my Coastal Scents palette, and I use these dark colors right over here for my brows. Since I use a pencil, I just want to make sure, go back in and set that. All right, and there we go. There is our super, super dark, dramatic, smoky gold, bronze, black look. Hope that you guys liked it and that you'll try it. Send me some pictures of you guys doing it, and I will talk to you soon.